Alright, so I'm gonna talk about how I've been drawing for the past 3 years and how it has been for me. Basically, I've been documenting how I draw on Pinterest and on TikTok, and I gathered a few kind of like notes and ideas of what to do. And basically, I am not I'm not giving you a tutorial, I'm basically giving you like a heads up to things that will happen if you try to learn a new skill. So, as I've seen in every new skill that you learn, at first, like the first year, rewards are coming, but they aren't good. And the rewards will be coming fast, but they will be mediocre. And in the grand scheme of things, you will be unchanged basically. So, you draw better than you did at the beginning after a year, but you're still drawing bad. That's basically what I mean. So a lot of people will get demotivated, but I'm a very technical person, so I just say if I put my mind to this, I will be able to do it, and I just keep doing it. In terms of time, I was used for the first year and a half. I would be drawing for 1 hour mandatory every single day, and now I hopped on to 2 hours, but I usually just go past that because I just go on the flow and I just draw. So it's pretty easy for me right now. One thing that you must learn is don't force yourself too much. Like, yeah, for example, when I practice poses and when I practice portraits, color study, stuff like that, I force myself. But whenever I draw something that I want to be a final product, I rarely force myself, especially in the beginning. Because if you force yourself in the beginning, it will be seen through the sketch. You must take the idea and then apply the techniques to it. If you chase the idea, it won't come to you. In terms of burnout, I haven't really had any problems with burnout. Like, yeah, a couple of days I'm like, I don't want to do this, but I just practice those days. Like, it's not that big of a deal, especially because my hours are very low, like 2 hours per day. And the thing is, it's like the gym. You don't have to train 7 hours a day. You could get even better results from like 2 hours, 2 to 1 hour and a half, and that those hours to be very focused and very meticulously thought out and planned out. How to go about learning knowledge in your own skill. So I was doing this basically unconsciously, but now that I've picked up basketball again, I have noticed it consciously that I make an effort to watch and observe because you don't need to struggle. Like people in the past have struggled. Michelangelo and Da Vinci has have struggled to learn anatomy. You have the anatomy book now because of them. You don't need to struggle. You need to observe your seniors and learn from them. In terms of progress and stuff like that, like I'm gonna be honest, I keep seeing people like keep posting work in progress. I did this, like keep flexing. Please stop doing that. Like people that are incredible don't post that much. Look at Vlop. Vlop is literally a legendary, a mythical level artist. How often does he post or she? I don't know Vlop's gender, so yeah. How often does he post? Like not really that much because thinking about it, there is a lot of mediocre stuff on the internet, and you need to be exceptional amongst exceptional people. Like, if you are mediocre, you will get bad results, and that's about it. In terms of like monetary gain, I haven't gained anything monetary at all. Like, literally, I was thinking of growing an online like community and niche community of people, but I've been posting for 3 years on TikTok. I have 1,000 followers, which is basically negligible on TikTok. And on Pinterest, I literally have 3 followers, which one of them is my mom and another one is my friend. And the other, I don't know. So basically, I don't have any kind of community and anything to promote it. I don't know what to do about social media. Like, I've been improving it a lot, and a lot. Everything, video editing, and my technical skill in my art is way better. Like, night and day difference. But the views, like, I maybe have 100 more views than I did a year ago. So I notice that usually it's a lot of RNG. Like, I know people that are exceptional on TikTok. I see them and on YouTube, but they literally get like 2 to 6 thousand views. So don't let it annoy you. I watched David Goggins talk about something about his book not selling. When he was writing it, he thought that his book wasn't going to be selling, but then he came up with this idea in his mind that it doesn't matter how many books he sells, because the trophy that he has, or the reward that he has, it's not the book itself, but it's in the book, the journey that it took. So basically, I know this kind of seems like a cringe anime, like cringe trope that you see in animes. Like, it's true, like, the journey is the thing that matters. Like, it doesn't matter, the rewards don't really matter. They will vary for each person. And I don't know, maybe I'm coping, but I honestly think that I could be happy with just becoming better and becoming a master in my mind. So I don't know about other people, but this is my own experience. The second year, to be honest, it was kind of rough, especially at the beginning. I I I've gotten sick at the beginning, so I couldn't draw. And for people that think like, oh, you needed to man up, like, bro, like, I had spinal problems. I couldn't hold the pen in my hand. So uh, when I was recovering from that, I picked up my pen and started drawing portraits. And here we are now. Like, I am pretty confident in how I draw portraits. Like, they're not exceptional, but they're over average. So I am grateful that I am doing this, and I am thankful for myself, for my health, and for my family that I can do what I do. And yeah, I'm gonna stop bragging. The problem in the second year was consistency, especially at the first half, because whenever you see a boxer or a basketball player train, they don't train to be able to do it once. They train to never be able to fail what they do. Whenever you see Kobe Bryant throw free throws, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, but whenever you see him throw the ball, he has 99% chance of hitting and scoring. Why do you think that is? Because he practiced it until it's consistent. Like, that matters a lot. And if you just wing it and do it freestyle, you will not have consistency. If you develop techniques, and either you create them, but I would suggest picking up a few books, or watching tutorials, or watching, like, actively, whenever you see a person draw on your screen, to look at how they create the drawing. It will help a lot. I personally don't use a straight method like Loomis method, or like the classical method. I just combine the best of each world for me and what feels better for me, and I just add that. And now that I have begun my third year in this, I mean, it's not a lot. I'm planning to do this for 10, 15 years, but now that I'm on my third year, I can say that I'm pretty happy with what I have done. And I just see a lot of mediocrity. Like, people don't like to practice and don't put their minds behind everything they do. Like, they just mindlessly do stuff. Which, yeah, as a 1 month or 2 month beginner, it's a great idea to get you into the rhythm of doing stuff, but not as a intermediate or amateur. So just find someone that you admire and look at what sets them apart, what techniques do they use, something that establishes them. Basically, like if you see Sam Desart style, you know Sam Desart drew it or was inspired, someone was inspired by him because of his uh, exquisite style. How can I put this? I can't find the word. Like very unique. That's the word. So you just need to find what makes them unique and what makes them very likable and what attracts people to them, and you kind of like copy, but don't copy one to one. Like you give yourself ideas, like don't copy people. Like for example, I like the eyes in Sam Desart style. I implement some of his techniques for eyes into my drawing. I'm just giving a random example. So yeah, don't copy. If maybe if you're a beginner, to basically go a bit through the motions, but wouldn't suggest copying. Like, um, I see a lot of people, the way you notice copying is usually when you get better at something in art, it pulls a little bit of things that are correlated to it. For example, if I know how to render eyes very nicely, I can render reflective surfaces a little bit better because basically the eye is a reflective surface. So whenever you see someone that is exceptional in something but is mediocre in, let's say, brushwork, colors, or something like that, that means that they are copying. And a lot of times, like, please don't try to fake what you're doing, because yeah, fake it till you make it. But can I be honest with you, like, it's kind of like bodybuilders who take steroids, like they're like, "Ooh, I'm so big," but then when they get off and they become healthier in their mind and body, they are afraid to show their body because, bro, like I'm small, like in art, I'm a give, like steroids are copying basically. So, like, bro, like I'm so good, and then when you stop copying, you're self-conscious about your drawing because they're not that good. So, for long-term fulfillment, everything that you do must be done because of you. Colors, composition, techniques, everything, you have to do it. Because if you don't know how to do it, you will be very self-conscious and insecure about that stuff. So anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe and have a nice day.